year we had such a small squad due to so many injuries that we couldn't really prevent, to be honest. We reflected on them and how could we stop them from happening again. Quite a lot of them were kind of freak injuries that we couldn't control. Things that you can't control, you have to move on quickly. So we found ourselves playing players that didn't have to compete for their position at times, which is always tough, because if they underperform, then they know that they've still got the shirt. Having said that, we did all gel together with such a small squad and got through any of the challenges we faced and finished on a high. This year we have more depth in our squad, especially in that final third.
We've made quite a few quality signings. They're quality players, and they bring like the quality that I feel like we've been missing last season. So yeah, and like I feel like we actually know how each other play now, because we've had quite a few games pre-season. So yeah, and we've been linking up well.
So how's the morale in general? Obviously, last season was fitting the jigsaw puzzles in together, and then there's three signings now. It's all gelled and ready to go.
Yeah, I feel like we have gelled, to be fair, and everybody loves each other, and no one actually looks out of place. So yeah, we're all just waiting for the season to actually come.
We've seen Ash Hodgson get goals in pre-season. Rinsola's been on form as well and been consistent, and Courtney's still scoring goals as usual. Mel Lawley's added to that. Jess Clark's back fit. Neve Charles. So that is we've got a lot of competition in that area, which is what we needed to have. And obviously in midfield and defence as well, because I think last year we just had JP, Gemma Perfield and Roby playing as fullback, but we had no cover, so if one of them would have got injured, we were living on the edge last year. So we did a lot to get through that and managed people in sessions so that they were going to be fit for games. But those were some of the challenges we had to face. So this year in this transfer window, it's important that I strengthened each unit so that we weren't living on the edge, and we had enough depth and also had a lot of competition so that it was healthy for people to compete for spots.
I feel like I believe in myself, and I love a good competition, which obviously they bring. So and I feel like everyone brings something different in the squad. So yeah, hopefully I get a good amount of game time and we all just play well when we're called upon.
So you've had a really good transfer window. You've obviously brought in 3 really talented girls.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the 3 of them starting in this team? Are you excited?
Well, I wouldn't want to give away whether they're going to start in the team or not. It's up to them to keep pushing on them. But what they've done is they're 3 positive individuals, very professional. They've come in, they want to showcase what they're about, because the thing that all 3 of them have in common is that they weren't getting 90 minutes last season where they were at. So it's great for them to now earn their right to start in the team, and when they do start, it's to showcase to everybody in the WSL what they're about and why I chose to sign them. And they strengthen all 3 units from defence, midfield to the final third. And yes, Becky's got a lot of pace. She's got herself on the score sheet and it's caused a lot of problems getting forwards on attacks, which is great, and also kept us quite tight and at the back, out of possession. And Jade's a young individual that's come into our squad and add strength in our midfield to get on the ball and find the front 3, which is good to see. And then Mel Lawley has come and done what she does best, is dominate full-backs and get crosses into the box. So she's added a lot in terms of assists in our game so far this season, this pre-season. So I'm looking forward to seeing them in action in the WSL alongside the rest of the
What's the morale in camp rounds? Is it like, obviously they came off the back of the military training, and then the pre-season, like I bet it's at an all-time high. Is it feeling good?
Yeah, it's feeling good. The girls are enjoying it. Training's been tough. Yeah. That's pre-season for you. I think we won't expect that.
Yeah.
But now I think it's going to sort of transition into prep for the first game against Reading. So yeah, it's exciting. It's coming up pretty quick.
I mean, obviously last year was a bit of a crazy year, all a brand new team basically coming together, but we do definitely feel more settled in, more confident, because we know what to expect now when we're all gelling a lot more.
Yeah.
So we are looking forward to this season.
What's about the military training then? What was that like?
To be fair, I've done it before, so I knew what to actually expect, because I've done it with England before, the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
The build up for our World Cup. So yeah, it was actually exciting. It was good.
For me personally, I couldn't walk for a couple of days after it. It was really tough physically for us staff. We slept on concrete floors, and we were woken up at early hours of the morning. We were living on ration packs. We had to carry big bags and rifle shooting, all sorts. So it was good because it took every single one of us away from the one thing that we have in common, and that's football. I think when you do that, people start to interact differently. So it was great to see everybody gel together, get through the tough times, drag each other through the low times, the lack of sleep. I think Leighanne Robe struggled with the lack of sleep. And they're obviously wearing camo cream and etc. etc.
That was a big test, I must say. I mean, myself personally, I don't do too well when I'm hungry and tired, and I didn't get much sleep, and I wasn't a big fan of the food, so I was struggling to eat that, on top of all the training that we was doing out there as well, so I was a little bit grumpy by the end of it.
It took us to places mentally and physically that we didn't think our body could actually take us, and I feel like it's just a good course coming for the season and everything. Yeah, and team bonding as well. It helps because we're as strong as our weakest player, so we all made sure everyone got through it, no matter how hard anybody was finding it. We all completed it, which is good.
Yeah, it was a good experience. It was tough though. It was tough, but again, it was good for the team building and good team morale. Like I say, with the training that they was putting us through, you did need to be working as a team and supportive of each other. Yeah. So that was good.
But it was a great way for us all just to be taken away from football, pushed through to another level physically and mentally, and to come out the other end. So it was definitely beneficial for our club.
Well, it looked like you all absolutely smashed it. I bet you can feel like you do anything now.
Yeah, I'm still recovering now.
And by the time you got home, you showered and ate, and you was like, that was quite cool actually.
Yeah. Well, the pictures don't show it was a struggle at all. You guys look like you had an absolute ball.
Smiling away.
How do you feel, and how do you think the girls feel going into the first game of the season at home as well?
So we've just got to make sure now that we're in the right headspace. Everybody knows the game plan and their roles and responsibility. We know that it's not going to be given to us 3 points because Reading are a good team with some fantastic individuals with a lot of experience in that squad, with a good backroom staff as well behind them. So we need to make sure that we have our wits about us, and we are at 110% on that day, so that we can take something from that game.
In terms of then going into Reading, we're all so excited for the season. We just want it to be here already. We feel we're in a good place and ready to go and compete a lot more in the league this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. A little bit nervous, sort of slowly creeping up on me, but they are a tough side. They've got some quality players, some good coaching staff. They know how to play, and they've obviously brought in some more players as well over the summer. So it's going to be a very tough test. But I think over the past few seasons we've had some good games between each other. So we'll always give a good game, and vice versa. So it'll be tough, but it's one that it's going to be exciting.
Do you think being at home is an advantage for the opening game?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got our crazy fans that will sing the whole way through the game, and obviously it's exciting because it's the first game. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit of an advantage being at home. But we know how tough of a team Reading are. We've never ever had an easy game against them. So yeah, we know that it's going to be a good battle between the two teams. It'll be a good game.